Hey everybody, just wanted to make a quick video. I've had a lot of people message me and ask me what changes I made to the Lexus, and also wanted to do a review of the new speakers that I'm running in here. So some of you may have seen the car before. Let me turn it around. The car is a 2015 Lexus RC350. She's bagged, so she sits she sits very low. Sorry, it's dirty. Been raining around here for a while. Anyway, we'll start with the trunk. There's a few changes back here. The amp rack we kept the same, so it's got two tungsten grande 2 channels and one tungsten grande 4 channel, and then I've got a regular tungsten 2 channel underneath that, Stinger battery, and the circuit breaker, the Brax processor, and then we used the same decorative plate from the last build. Just moved it up a little bit to make room for the air management system, the pump. You actually can't see the tank. It's right there. You can. It's underneath there. Of course, my boom boom game went up. I got 2 Acoustic Elegance SPB 15s now. Took it to Audio X. Obviously, again, had them dampen everything. The roof. Took the sunroof out, did sound deadening on everything on the roof, because we knew it was going to be flexing with the trunk baffle. Got some new grills Steve designed for the factory location. Those house the Morel Supremo SW9s. Those things are freaking beasts. I started out with the Elate 9s in the Force Boxer build, and then the first version of this Lexus, and then moved up to the Supremo 9. These things are just awesome. They're very efficient, but they'll handle whatever power you put to them, and they just bang. But they sound great. So in the last build, we had the Dyne Audio Esitar 110 tweeters and the 430 mid-ranges. And so I had, at finals, I met Casey, who is over Morel America. Got to hang out with him a bit, had a blast. So after I won the championship, he was like, "Hey man, we've got some new stuff coming out. Would you, be willing to try it out?" And I was like, absolutely. I've had obviously I had the sub bass or the mid basses already. I've had a pair of the Morel hybrid 4s actually up in the dash location before, and also had them in the Boxster. And I've had the Morel MT230 tweeters, which are a great tweeter. So I should sure, it's going to be pretty easy, because the Dyne Audios are a large format tweeter, so they fit already, so we didn't have to really change anything there. We changed up the stock locations a little bit, just built a grill out for them. These are going to be the new Morel Elate mid-ranges. The tweeters and the tweeter faceplate will change when the production units come out. I think Casey told me maybe early next year. So it will have an integrated grill on it. This is just a pre-production model. Let's see if I can get a better picture of the mid-range from outside. So again, they're mounted into the factory locations, but they're in sealed pods. It's kind of hard to see. I can post some pictures in the comments of the pods if you want to see them. But they're calling this Elate a high-tech mid-range, and I would say it is. It's actually a highly dampened 3-layer cone carbon fiber. It's got a huge 2.1 inch voice coil on it. So it allows for, great control of the speaker, low distortion, and high resolution, even when you're giving it gobs of power. The tweeter is very efficient. It's 95 dB, 1 watt, 1 meter efficiency, so it doesn't take much to push them. But I'll tell you what, the tweeters are outstanding. Coming from the Dyne Audio, and I just wanted, it obviously just won the championship, and everybody's like, why would you change? I didn't know what to expect, but I tell you what, these tweeters are absolutely amazing. Steve Cook and a few other people that have heard them can attest they are outstanding. The air in them, the attack and decay is just, I've sat in my car till 3 o'clock in the morning, going through every song on my playlist. I went to the grocery store yesterday and pulled in the garage with my groceries and ended up staying in the car for an hour and a half listening while my groceries got hot. But it's just, you don't want to get out. They are absolutely amazing. So be on the lookout for those. I think that's next year. But the Elate mid-ranges, I think they're going to be called the Elate Carbon MM3s. Those will be out, I believe, in August, so it won't be very long. They were supposed to already be out, but obviously with everything going on, there's been issues with some supply chain stuff, so pushed them back a little bit. But I tell you what, the last 3 mid-ranges I've had the Morel MW4, which is a legendary 4-inch mid-range. I've had the Dyne Audio, and then these. These things are amazing. If you're looking for a 3.5, this might be your one. It's an amazing speaker. This combo, all this 3-way set is just, this is the best this car's ever heard, that I've ever heard it. It's the best it's ever sounded. And that's saying a lot, because I think we had it dialed in for finals, but it's pretty good right now. It's the grin factor is about 11 out of 10. So anyway, got a new director with a little carbon fiber work on it. For anybody that hadn't seen the car, this is the source unit I use. It's a FIO X7 Encave 2 with digital coax out directly to the Brax processor. I've got the factory radio hooked up, but there's not an interface available for it, so it's mostly just for phone calls and talk radio and whatnot. What used to be there is actually the attraction control stuff, which we, sorry about the mess, but we put that in the middle. Again, all work done by Audio X. The subwoofers, everything you've heard about them online is true. These things are amazing. Very punchy, obviously go very low, blend very easily. And another thing I'll say about the Morel speakers that was different, the tweeters needed hardly any EQ to get them perfect. The mid-ranges were very easy to get to EQ. I don't know if it's because they work better in that small enclosure than the Dynes did, but they were very easy to get them to play flat. So anyway, that's my review on these new speakers. He's not getting them back. There's no way I'm taking these things out for the end of the season. Rumor has it that a new Morel Supremo 3.5, the first ever Supremo 3.5 inch mid-range, is coming out next year. I'm hoping that I get first dibs at that. I get to check it out. But if you're in the Southeast, I go to a pretty good amount of shows. So if you're around and want to hear it, just give me a shout. I'd be glad to give you a demo of it. These speakers definitely handle the power. I've got, again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I got a 150 watts going to each tweeter in mid-range and like 260 to the mid-bass. But these things jam at high volumes and no breakup. It's amazing. But anyway, If you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks, fellow audio nerds. We'll see you guys soon.